Hey, yo, what's poppin', everybody? What's happening? It's your boy, Jackmove. And if you're looking at this footage right here, man, what y'all thought I was gonna leave y'all hanging, man? Y'all thought Big Papa Whack-Move was gonna leave y'all hanging with this River City Girl Zero footage, man? Absolutely not, alright? So, if you was watching the stream the other day, you'll know I started off my playthrough of River City Girl Zero. Now, this is a prequel game. This is an origin story, okay? Because if you know, River City Ransom, this is a historical beat 'em up, people. River City Ransom, technically it was the first ever beat 'em up game in the genre, right? So this is a genre defining game, right? But yeah, River City Ransom is called Kunio-kun over there in Japan. But they rebranded it recently, 2019, River City Girls, right? The game was a huge hit, you know what I mean? Indie game from Way Forward and Arc System Works. So they rebooted the series. So, what better way to reboot the series than to release, to follow a prequel of the origin stories of the River City Girls, Masako and Kyoko, right? And this is leading all into the release of River City Girls 2. By the time I'm recording this, it should be dropping sometime this year, man. Very excited about that game. But yeah, man, I streamed this game the other day for a couple of hours. Me and Tony. Originally, I was not gonna play this game in co-op because you got to use share play, and share play is a little laggy. The only reason I started playing this game in co-op with Tony was because my controller wouldn't work. For some reason, my controller wouldn't work on this game when I first launched it up. If you saw the stream, you know what I'm talking about. This game has a pretty dope mechanic, man, to where you can switch characters, The game has 4 playable characters, just like River City Girls, right? River City Girls Zero has 4 playable characters as well. But the dope thing about this game is that you could switch on the fly between the 4 characters. You cannot do that in River City Girls that came out a couple of years ago. You could play as Kunio, which is technically the main character. He was the main character of the series before they rebranded it. Play as Kunio, his best friend Ricky, or you can play as their girlfriends, Masako and Kyoko, okay? So you can switch on the fly. Very dope mechanic. But for some reason, man, when I booted this game up the other day, my L2 button, which is the switch button, it wouldn't work, right? So I could not switch between characters. I couldn't, it was just acting real wonky and shit. And I had ended up putting it on 2 players to try to, I forgot what I was trying to do, but anyway, I couldn't move, right? So I had to invite Tony in to play it. But we actually had, a lot of fun playing it. I think the chat got a kick out of that. But after this, man, I pretty much beat the rest of the game solo. I did try to beat one of the bosses in co-op with like Blaze 4K. Shout out to Blaze. But I ended up beating the whole rest of the game solo, man. And let me tell y'all something, man. By the way, I'm pretty damn sure this video's over an hour long. I'm not gonna be doing commentary for the whole hour. I ain't got that much to talk about. I'm not that interested. But what is interesting about this game is that, no exaggeration, no bullshit, this might be I'm not gonna say it's one of the hardest games I ever played, but some of the combat scenarios, some of the bosses in this game are fucking rage-inducing, right? The boss, matter of fact, the first boss you see me fighting in this video, that this is right where I left off the last stream, bro. I was stuck on this boss for like a whole day, right? Just me going in, going back, trying to fight it. And the thing about this boss that I got stuck on after I streamed, I'm gonna blame myself, right? Because I was still learning the mechanics. I couldn't really get my jump kicks off the way I wanted to. It's like, this game, you gotta finagle and cheese it, right? Because it's like on a 2D plane. You gotta finesse this game. But the first boss I was stuck on, and I was playing it the wrong way. This boss, I was playing it the wrong way. I'm probably already past the boss. I'm not looking at the footage as I'm recording this audio. I might already be past that boss that I was fighting down in the little sewer section. But I was playing it the wrong way, on top of me not being familiarized with the mechanics and things of that nature. But bro, I ain't gonna, the boss before last, that shit is crazy. I was stuck on this boss for like a good 6 hours, right? I think I want to say I was stuck on it for like 6 hours, and my PSN playtime got me clocked in at platinum in this entire game in 10 hours. So like, 6 of the 10 hours I was stuck on this one fucking encounter. I really think it was like 6 hours. If it wasn't, it might have been 5, but listen. Some of the bosses in this fucking game, I'm gonna say 2 specifically. I ain't even counting the one I was stuck on at the beginning that I didn't know how to play the game. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think the first stream I beat, like, we beat 5 of the bosses. The game probably got about, what, 10 bosses, something like that. Couple of them repeat. You know what I mean? A couple of them repeat. But, honestly, man, overall thoughts on River City Girls Zero, I would say this is a pretty dope fucking game. Now, this game originally came out in 1994, right? It originally came out in 1994, but it did not have the name. They were not going with the River City Girls or the River City Ransom name back then. This was called Kunio-kun, some shit. I don't know. I'm not Japanese, but it had a different working title, man. I would really love to see the completion rate on this game back then, right? I couldn't imagine being 94. How old? I was 6 years old in 94. It is no way in hell I could have beat this game when I was 6 years old. I damn near didn't beat it at the age of 34, okay? Like, let's be real about life for a minute. And what's crazy is that I didn't even know this game has an easy mode. I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the parts on this game had me so ticked off. I'm like, damn, should I? But the thing about it is you can only select the difficulty at the very beginning of the game. It only got normal mode and easy mode. I got stuck on one of them bosses so fucking long, man. I was like, hey, listen, easy mode. I'm not, I'm a prideful person, but goddamn, easy mode not sounding too bad right now. How much I was getting my ass beat. But I stuck it out, man. I manned up. I got me some icy hot, man, and we beat this thing on normal, all right? I couldn't imagine a hard difficulty on this game. See, gaming back then was way different, right? Because 94 normal mode and 2022 normal modes are totally different, dude. Totally different, okay? This felt like some, like I said, man, as far as game, and specifically this year, this was one of my tougher challenges, right? And it's not even a long game. And the whole game is not difficult, you know what I'm saying? I would just say probably about 2 bosses, but you got to, and you know the another problem with this game, I really feel this game was solely developed to be played co-op, right? Because I think a lot of my issues came with the fact that I was not playing with another person for the second half of this game. If I had a co-op partner in a local setting, because share play, it's kind of laggy, so you'll share play with somebody, they punching the air and shit, they turned away from the end. You're like, bro, what are you doing? Like, so it's a delay input lag there. It's just hard to play share play co-op. But if I had like a local share play partner, I think this game would have been way easier. So I might be blowing it out of proportion with how difficult it is, right? But if you playing this game on your lonely, you're gonna have some issues. And it might not be as many as I had, but you're gonna have some fucking issues, right? But yeah, man, dope game. Got a lot of mechanics. Got a lot of problems too. And I want to say I got a problem with just the way this game was ported, right? Shout out to WayForward. I enjoy WayForward. I enjoy Limited Run. But I don't understand some of the design choices with this game. For instance, right? When you first start a game, it shows you everybody's move sets, okay? Cool. Once you get in the game, you can never pull this graphic up again. There's no move list in the menu. I don't like that. Because, as a matter of fact, every move is not even stated explicitly in the little moveset picture graphic that they give you, right? For instance, Kunio has a flying knee attack. This is not a special move. I think it's just a move he could do. It's kind of like how everybody got a jump kick. He could do an additional flying knee attack. I did it a couple of times. I don't know how to execute it. I was just hitting buttons hoping for the best, right? Nothing's explained. I guess it just goes back to it's a product of its time. But like, you got like special moves, and sometimes I feel like you could spam the special move, like you could keep doing it, but sometimes it don't work. Or sometimes like it'll be a different button input, because like L1 and R1 are both block buttons, right? And square and circle are both like the square is the punch, circle is the kick, right? But I feel like the special moves, it was like different button inputs you could do sometimes, and it'll be the same special. I don't know, man. It was weird, bro. I don't know if my controller was just fucking up again or what. Y'all know my DualSense controller is fucking shot. I can't stand it, bro. It's very sensitive. R2 button constantly going off. It's too much, man. But even with all that being said, man, this is a pretty dope fucking game, people. But you got to go in knowing that this is a product of its time. This game came out in 94, right? And I think it came out on like Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, whatever the fuck was out back then, back in Japan, right? But you gotta remember the PlayStation 1 was coming out in Japan in '94, right? So this is like one of them later like Super Nintendo games. This is like one of the late joints. But cool game. Another thing I want to say about this game, man, is that the story goes places that I didn't expect, right? Like some crazy shit happened in this story. Like, I ain't gonna get too much into detail if y'all don't want to be spoiling. Y'all want to just watch the video, but I'm talking about people, you know, the main big boss, this motherfucker started pulling out the blammer. At one point, he just started shooting people. Like, real talk. Like, motherfuckers get, you might already seen it in the gameplay. Motherfuckers get shot, okay? And they don't come back. Motherfuckers was getting shot, and I'm like, yo, okay, I ain't see that coming. Like, so the story actually kept me interested, even if some of the gameplay was pissing me the fuck off. So, dope game, not too long of a game. If you know what you're doing, you can beat the game in probably 3 or 4 hours. If you don't know what you're doing, you know, you got to adjust time accordingly, right? I don't have too much else to say, man. Soundtrack, awesome. Simply incredible. Great fucking soundtrack. Especially the little prison break sequence at the beginning. That little song is fucking dope. Outro song fucking dope. Wait for It went in, man. They added an intro and the outro cutscene. They added, you know, new end credits and shit like that. Couple of new songs from Megan McDuffie, the composer of River City Girls. What else? This game is available, man. I think it's available on all platforms right now. $14.99, right? I got this code, quote unquote, for free because I purchased the River City Girl Zero Ultimate Edition from Limited Run Games, right? I think the total came out to like $181. So was it free at the end of the day? Absolutely not. But that's a pretty dope edition. I bought it not knowing shit about the game. I never seen the game really. Comes with like two figures of Kyoko and Masako, and then they got like interchangeable hands and face plates and shit like that. Cool little dope edition, right? But I'm a fan of the series so far. I don't even know if I played River City Ransom back in the day. I remember playing like Double Dragon, and Double Dragon is either a part of the River City franchise or it's just plugged in, like they tightly connected, because some of the characters from Double Dragon are in River City, right? So I think it's like the same franchise. I could be wrong about that. I'm not too familiar. But they are very tightly intertwined, right? But I think that's it, man. I really ain't got an hour worth of goddamn dialogue for y'all boys, but I do got an hour of gameplay footage. Now, also, I should say, this gameplay footage, it's heavily edited, right? So, naturally, I'm not gonna upload every time I fucking died. So I just recorded all my successful runs and just cut them together, clipped them together. So that's why it might seem a little disjointed in certain parts or whatnot. But, just a little idea I had to do this. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. I would have streamed it, but the thing about streaming, especially with like very difficult games, the way I know I'm easily triggered, especially when I'm angry and annoyed. It wouldn't have been good for the stream. It wouldn't have been a positive experience. Y'all probably would have laughed, but at the end of the day, my mental is something that I want to preserve, right? And I don't want to be here cussing y'all the fuck out and shit like that. Speaking of that, and speaking of game streaming difficulty, all that, if you made it this far in the video, so y'all know I streamed The Last of Us Part 1 recently on the channel, right? And I got stuck in a couple of parts. I was playing on Grounded. I got stuck in a couple of parts, and I kept saying, like, you know, especially, okay, it's one point I want to bring up mainly. It was when I was playing Left Behind DLC, the final encounter on the Left Behind DLC in the mall with Ellie. And I kept saying, the weapon sway, is something going on with this weapon sway. It's not me, because I was like, the weapon was swaying crazy. I kept dying. I died for like an hour on this part. And I was just going to rage quit, do what I did with this game, record it, upload it when I beat it. I ended up turning the game off. And then one of the homies, Legend, came in the chat, and I was telling him what had happened in the game. I ended up turning it back on to show him. But when I turned the game back on, I was able to beat it, right? And I noticed I was gonna show him the extreme weapon sway, right? But I noticed the weapon sway wasn't as bad as it was before what I was telling them about. You know, you ever had them situations where you telling somebody about something and then you be like, all right, I'm just gonna show you. And then when you go to show them, it's completely different. Like, oh, now it's gonna be different the one time I'm finna show. You know, one of them situations, right? So, come to find out, I forgot this guy, his name is Anthony something. You probably know him. He's a well-known Last of Us speedrunner, right? Very well-known Last of Us speedrunner. I got sent the video. Shout out to Blazer. He did a video and he discovered this. And it actually happened to me numerous times too. But in The Last of Us Part 1, if you try to use the bow at any point, it fucks up the weapon sway, right? It completely breaks the weapon sway if you attempt to use the bow and arrow. It also does this in The Last of Us Part 2, but it's not as aggressive. So, when I was in the mall with Ellie, I was trying to use the bow, right? I only had a bow and a pistol. So every time I tried to use the bow, because that's what I had the most ammo for, it started to fuck up the weapon sway. Now, I'm thinking this is of course, weapon sway is a game mechanic in The Last of Us, but it should not have been that aggressive. It had got to the point where I was sitting still aiming, and it was like going into a shape of a V or a U on the screen, right? It'll go all the way up, then sway all the way back down, then sway all the way back up to the opposite. So, and you know, people were clowning me in the chat, Jackmove, this, that, you a bum, this, that. How many times you done played this game, this, that. And I'm telling them, bro, it's not me. And sometimes I would miss like very easy shots, or I would be clearly aiming at something and I shoot and it wouldn't go there. So, I say all that to say this. The game had a bug, right? So a lot of them times when I was dying, I was telling y'all it's not me, it's the weapon sway. It really was the weapon sway. Y'all thought I was just capping. Y'all thought I was making excuses. So that just go to show you. Sometimes, like I say, it's not always user error, people. I always tell y'all that it's not always user error. And I feel vindicated. I feel justified. I want Naughty Dog to write a handwritten apology to me. Personally, right? I can remember another time this happened. I remember when Horizon Zero Dawn came out with a new game plus. They came out with like ultra hard mode, new game plus. So I had already beat the game, platinumed it. But I was going back in and I was going to stream the ultra hard difficulty new game plus. And I turned my game on the stream and I couldn't launch it for some reason. I'm like, how the fuck do you launch new game plus ultra hard? I couldn't figure it out. Even rebeat the final boss like 2 or 3 times on stream trying to figure out how to launch it. Couldn't figure it out for the life of me. You know, the chat was roasting me. Oh, look at this dude, Jackmove. Jackmove so stupid. Jackmove this, Jackmove that. I'm like, bro, this got to be some type of glitch or something. I don't understand it, bro. So, you know, I streamed for about a half an hour, turned the fucking game off. Come to find out, right? There was a glitch. Like I said, man, just because I'm doing something, it look like I'm just, you know, for some reason, everybody think I'm just this fucking dumbass, right? Like, I'm just the stupidest guy walking the face of the fucking earth, right? Sometimes there's user error, people. Believe it or not, man-made things sometimes fuck up. I know it's crazy, right? But listen, I'm only a man my damn self, right? And, you know, I guess I just guess that's how y'all view me. Y'all think I'm this Adonis fucking perfect, can't do no wrong Jackmove. Maybe I should be flattered by how highly y'all think of me. I can't make a single mistake on this here internet, man. Y'all gonna be on my ass regardless. Damn, Jackmove, yeah, man, I know you're supposed to, you know, but y'all just so critical, man. It's crazy how critical people are, but it is what it is, man. Anyway, I appreciate y'all boys for watching. I can say that much. I think I do. Hey, get them goddamn donations up, man. I ain't even streaming right now. Get them goddamn donations. It's looking real sparse out here. What the fuck I be saying? But like I said, I'm not looking at the footage as I'm recording, so I'm probably talking over boss fights or I don't know what's going on in the particular gameplay. But I hope y'all enjoy the gameplay. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a whole hour-long commentary, right? It's also hard to do a commentary when you're not actually live streaming because I've just been constantly talking for like 20 fucking minutes non-stop, right? And yeah, I'm running out of shit to talk about. Relevant shit to talk about anyway. I started talking about other live streams I've done and all type of shit, right? I can't, and it's hard because I can't bounce off of anybody in the chat, right? This is not a conversation. I'm not having counterpoints or questions thrown at me. I'm just going off the top of Le Dome, right? So yeah, I think am I done? River City Girls Zero, man, check it out if you haven't. River City Girls, the original game from 2019, check it out if you haven't. Very underrated game, man. And a lot of people like to, I feel like River City Girls got the raw end of the deal because it dropped around the same time as I think it came out a little bit before Streets of Rage 4. And people was playing Streets of Rage 4 over it because, you know, Streets of Rage has that history, that lineage, right? But if you recall what I said, a lot of people don't know River City Girls is in the same franchise as the first beat 'em up, right? So River City Girls has a longer lineage than Streets of Rage, not to mention Kunio, the Kunio-kun River City franchise. It has over like 45 fucking games it's like 40 some odd games in the fucking series, right? Now, granted, I've only played 3 or 4 of them, but I'm just letting y'all know it's very, it's real in the field. They got sports games, like they got like a volleyball, dodgeball, kickball, like they got all type of shit. That Kunio shit, you look it up, man. And this is a YouTuber. I forgot this dude. I think his name is like Gaming Capsule Vault or some shit, like it's something like that, man. But if you just look up like history of River City Girls, history of Kunio-kun or whatever, he does great videos. He lays it out perfectly. Well-spoken guy. I think he even got plugged in with Way Forward, and he does a couple of history videos on their official account. That's how I learned a lot of this information, from watching him, right? I ain't know this shit on my own, so shout out to him. It's like Gaming Capsule Vault. I wish I would have looked this shit up before I started. I could type it up right now, but listen, I'm not finna do all that, okay? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. I said I'm getting tired. I didn't even expect to talk this long, man, but this is a nice little healthy commentary. I'm just constantly talking over this fucking gameplay. I'm probably even talking too fast for y'all to even comprehend what I'm saying. I get that. I get that a lot, that I talk very fast. I don't think I do, but I might, right? And that might come from, actually, I used to hear that before I even did like internet content. But the reason I probably talk fast now is because I do a lot of podcasts, and I don't like, when you have the floor to speak, I just think it's rude and it's impolite for you to just drag the conversation on and on and on and just never get to the fucking point, right? I like to be quick, concise, say what the fuck I got to say, and keep it pushing, right? Now, sometimes that don't always work, especially when it's, depending on what the topic is or how many people are speaking on the topic. But I try to get my thoughts out there quick, fast, in a hurry, and then let the next man or woman respond to what I said, right? Or just soak it in, because I really be talking my shit. I really be spitting that ism. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, some people say I talk real fast, which is crazy. I don't know. Some people say I talk like Boom How, that little southern, well, that's what some of my quote-unquote homies, that's what they say, dudes from Memphis, they just mumble, and they pretty much mimicking like a Boom Howard from King of the Hill is how they say we talk, like, that, yeah, man, like, I don't talk like that, right? I'm very articulate, and I say what the fuck I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say, so I don't know where they getting this chicanery bullshit from. Anyway, what else? But yeah, man, I think I talked, this is like 23 minutes. I didn't expect to talk to 23 minutes of this video. So now you just got what? About 40 more minutes to watch of pure gameplay bliss, pure greatness. And I hope y'all reading the little subtitles that's with the game, following the story as I'm going along. Because I know a lot of y'all probably not going to play this fucking game. A lot of y'all probably don't give a fuck, right? But I do think the game do got an interesting story if you care about shit like that. I mean, if you've watched this far, you care about something. You either care about what I'm saying or you care about this gameplay, right? I don't fucking know. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all boys for watching. I appreciate the continued support on the channel. If you made it this far in the video, man, I don't want y'all to drop a like on this video. What I want y'all to do? Drop $1 in my Cash App. If you made it this far in the video, $ Jackmove Johnny. Send me $1 on fucking Cash App for the hard work and continued, what do I want to say? I don't know. Just the hard work I've been putting in, okay? Matter of fact, making more than $1, goddammit. My pockets are hurting. Speaking of that, man, you know what's crazy, bro? So I went to go, I don't know about y'all, but I got like 4 credit cards, and all my credit cards, I guess it's just a universal payment date for credit cards is like the 28th of every month. Bro, Why my Discover card payment come out, bro? And that shit was like, it was like $1,100 for the Discover card alone. I got 4 credit cards, bro. Another one came out, it was like 200 and something. Like, so overall, bro, my credit card bill was like $1,400 this month. So fuck it. If you made it this far in the video, $sign Jackmove Johnny on Cash App. Send me $1,400. Fuck it. Let's just go all the way, people. I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. Closed mouths don't get fed. Send me $1,400. I would appreciate it greatly. I truly would. Matter of fact, go to jiggymerch.com. Y'all know I always got to get my promo out there, man. Jiggymerch.com. Go get you a nice little clothing piece on there. It's going to get cold outside. Go get you a sweater or something. You know what I mean? The streets got to eat. Or hit me up personally, man. I got do-rags. I got ski mask. Whatever you need, man. You know what I mean? We really trying to push the movement, you know. Even though I heard my clothing line wasn't the greatest look, or the designs aren't that great, I've been hearing feedback. Goddamn, I didn't know it was that bad. Shit, you should have let me know before I start pushing these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers wait till you spend $300-400 on designs and then tell you they don't like them. Like, what the? I like the designs. That's why I paid for them. That's why I got them commissioned, man. But shit, you should have let me know you wasn't feeling them from the jump, people. Well, they was talking about like the Among Us design, which is like, it was like a Spirit of Bennett thing. I did like the Jiggy Among Us imposter with the scheme. I thought it was a creative idea. I thought it was a cool idea. Apparently not. I don't know. Jiggy Bank, people was hating on the Jiggy Bank, called it a ghetto pig. Like, what the fuck, yo? What we doing, man? What are we doing? Ghetto pig? That's how you feel? I don't know, man. That's neither here nor there. But, you know, that's human nature, too. I'm not going to get mad because somebody don't like what I got going on. I'm like, huh? You know what I mean? There's other people that do clothing. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. You can't get mad about shit like they just got to keep doing what you doing. You know what I mean? So, if you made it this far in the video, go buy a Jiggy Bank shirt. There we go. Is that how I want to end it? That's how I want to end it. I think that's how I want to end it. Matter of fact, fuck all that. If you made it this far in the video, just watch the rest of the goddamn video. How about that? That sound good? That sound good. Matter of fact, I'm about to get up out of here. I talked for damn near 30 minutes on an hour video. If you can stick with me for half of it, you can stick with me for the other half. Can't you? Can't you? No? Well, shit. Anyway, this was Jackmove. This is River City Girl Zero. Dope game. Give it a look if you haven't, and if you don't want to do that, I don't fucking know, man. Shit, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. You can do, matter of fact, do it. Matter of fact, fuck all that. If you made it this far in the video, do what the fuck you do, man, and I'm out. All right, peace. And I don't know how to stop this record. There you go. All right, we out.
I guess that was our first adventure together. Pretty crazy stuff.
We got to ride a motorcycle.
And climb on top of a Ferris wheel.
Which is actually, like, super dangerous. We really shouldn't have been doing that.
And of course, Miss Suzu would be there beating us up. Again.
Wait, did we really get shot by that Sabu guy? Did that actually happen?
Why are you asking me? I don't know how video game logic works. That was pretty intense though, you gotta admit. Like when that high school started to collapse underneath us.
I don't see any bullet holes. Hey, where was Sabuko anyway? I thought she was Sabu's kid, not that Ken guy.
Yeah, then why was Ken so handsome anyway?
You're just saying that because he looks like Kunio.
What? No, I wasn't. Shut up.
So, if this game was our first adventure together, does that mean it actually happened?
What you mean?
Well, like, if Sabu and Ken really exist, won't they be pretty mad at the four of us for beating them up?
Not to mention taking down Sabuko in our last adventure.
Oh, yeah.
I guess lots of people got lots of reasons to beat us up now.
Probably. Good thing this was just a video game.
Come on, let's go find Kunio and Rookie. You think I should dye my hair blue again?
Oh, totally. And those schoolgirl uniforms we were wearing? So cute.
What? Ew.
You just hate fashion.
Hey, you, don't you know where you are? Hey, everybody! Representing the River City. Tonight's act is the one, the only River City girls. Everybody makes some noise. Let's run this. You with the side eye staring like you're down for a fight. Wanna be tough guys glaring on my left and my right. Left to our own devices in this rough ride of town. The streets are mean, so we'll be meaner is the answer we found. Stay punching, pounding out suckers, causing ruckus with the riff-raff. Hunting down the outer luckers, greet you with a stiff laugh. Drop your cash, whiplash, time to make a quick dash. Time to thrash around a little right hook, kick, smash the betting game liars with the ray aim fire kind of poker face. I ain't convinced you're uninspired. Like that, see you're tired, baby, how about that? Just shy of going haywire at the fools who shot back. If peace and quiet's your desire, then you're probably alone. Haven't you heard? We in River City, hands looking thrown. Make believe that we above it, but if they ain't kind, we'll take that attitude and shove it where the sun don't shine, you know?
Ain't no damn souls in distress. That's right, baby. We bring the mess. These streets are mean, but we stay pretty. That's how we roll in River City.
Hey, Mr. Tough, looking for a fisticuff. Just enough to piss me off. I can't resist the growl until I'm wrist-cuffed. It's who we are, it's the beast I became. Ready to spar with any nice guy or jerk, all the same. Could be a game or a lifestyle, depending on who views it. Addicted to the beat, and I ain't only talking music. Asking us to prove it, well, we just did. So don't you give us any lip unless you wanna get it busted. Strangers can't be trusted, but neither can I. When you're in danger every day, it's either live or let die. Knuckle sandwiches, apply and have your lunch with these rhymes. It's all about comedic time and when delivering punchlines. We're living in such times, but we still look good. It just don't feel right without a little trouble in my neighborhood. So you can save your good intentions, I got doubts. But it's something you can mention when I'm knocking your lights out.
Ain't no damn souls in distress. That's right, baby. We bring the mess. These streets are mean, but we stay pretty. That's how we roll in River City.
Hey, hey you! Yeah, you over there. You wanna come a little closer and say that? Meet me out front of the Ferris wheel, fool. You know where the heck you are? This is River City, baby. Come on, let's go. Things about to get just a little chaotic.
Ain't no damn souls in distress.